Hey guys, welcome back to another Objective-C tutorial, and today we're going to be learning a valuable lesson with what they call getters and setters. Now you may be familiar with getters and setters if you've worked with other programming languages, but in Objective-C there's some cool tricks to it. But what we're going to do is start from the ground up and show you exactly what you mean, and this is for you guys who haven't actually done anything with getters and setters, so you understand that concept. And then I'm going to show you the Objective-C 2.0, which makes it very sweet and slick how you can set and get variable values. So what we're going to do is kind of use the example from the last tutorial where we set up this class for maids. And we had her basically clean the kitchen, and at that point, don't screw that up, Jake, and at that point she would send us a bill. Well, this bill basically we hard-coded in our implementation for $100. Well, what if we want to have something, let's say, a way for her to set that value in the main program here, and then we take care of that value after she sets it in whatever it is behind the scenes in our implementation. So the idea being is that we have a direct set and get of that property, of that instant variable's value, from an outside method. And so that's what I'm going to show you today, and that's what we're going to go through. And then again, I'll show you how to do it even the more simplified version that Objective-C 2.0 houses. And you guys will be like, holy cow, why didn't you just show me that from the start? Well, again, the concept you've got to learn so you understand how it works. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go into our header of our maids class. Alright, so once you're in your header file here, we're going to set up two methods. And these methods are basically going to be the preface to the getters and setters that we're going to establish in the implementation. So the first one that we're going to set up is the getter. And in this case, we're just going to put something like set cleaning bill. And then we're going to set it to a variable of our choice, which in this case, we'll just put CB for cleaning bill. Alright, so now once you've got the first method in place, we're going to set up another method, and this is going to be our getter. And our getter is going to return the value of our cleaning bill variable that we set up here, the instant variable that we set up in the next implementation. So in this case, we're going to have it as an integer, and we're just going to put in cleaning bill. And for ease sake, we're going to copy our two methods that we just created. We're going to take them into our implementation. Right after the maids, we're going to give ourselves a little bit of space here, and we're going to insert those into our implementation. Now, as you guys know, take out the semicolons. We're going to put in curly braces instead, because this is where we're actually going to write whatever the method statements are within the curly braces, and we'll get to that here in a second. But before we can do anything, we have to set up our cleaning bill integer, our variable. We have to establish that within the implementation. And how we're going to do that is put curly braces right after the maids, and we are going to put int cleaning bill with a semicolon at the end. So now we've established our variable cleaning bill. And so now as we move through and we get the value of cleaning bill, which we'll write a statement in here just in a second, it'll allow the program to compile and understand, oh, okay, there is an integer, there is a variable called cleaning bill, and now I want to set the value to that. So we'll get to that here in a second. But our first method, which is the setter, which is set the cleaning bill, all we're going to do with this is we're going to put in cleaning bill is equal to our variable that we set up right here, our integer variable CB. And I'll explain what that means here after we finish this last statement here. And go down to the next method, which is just your cleaning bill. And in this case, we're going to write return, and our expression is going to be our cleaning bill. Alright, so let me explain how this works. From the get-go, we're going to set our cleaning bill. And we're going to tell that cleaning bill's variable, the CB, to set whatever the contents of CB to our cleaning bill variable. And once we set our cleaning bill variable, now anytime we call for the cleaning bill and we want a value of some sort, it's going to return our cleaning bill variable. So we're going to get that value that we have stored in our cleaning bill out of our program by using the getter. So just to rehash what kind of goes on with the setters and getters, setters set the value. They don't return a value at all because they basically take the arguments and they set the instant variable to the value of the argument. So whatever they're doing, they're setting that value. Just remember that. And the getters, on the other hand, retrieve the values. They get the value of the instant variable and return the values using something like return the value of this variable. Now, just so you guys know, the setters, getters, they're also known as accessor methods. So if you ever hear somebody like, oh yeah, the accessor methods, they're all crazy and all stuff, that's what they are as well. So just so you know. Now you're thinking, great, what we did a setter, we did a getter, what do we do with that now? Well, instead of having this hard-coded $100 in here, what we want to do is we want to allow the maid to set the value, and then it's going to get the value and input it somewhere. So in this case, we're just going to put in our integer as the cleaning bill. So anytime we execute the billing method, we want whatever's inputted into the cleaning bill to show up in our NSLog in this case. So we're going to set that variable there, and then the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to the main program. Now this is what I was talking about, like how you can pull in outside information and you get the whole like data encapsulation where you throw an input and you don't have to like hard code it in the implementation. So we're going to go here and we're going to tell Susie, or actually Susie's going to tell us to set the cleaning bill, and now you see that it's asking for an integer as we hard coded in the implementation. And in this case she's going to say, hey, we're going to set the cleaning bill to $240. So now that's setting the bill to $240. Susie's going to clean the kitchen, and then she's going to execute the billing, which that should show up as $240 in our NSLog. So let's go ahead and run this, see if we did it right. So you can see Susie cleaned the kitchen. She's like, dang, this grease is thick. And then Susie also goes, hey, you guys owe me some money. Give me $240 for that. So now you can see we had Susie set the value here, and then behind the scenes we got the value and we printed it within the NSLog. So she can change it from here now. She can go set the cleaning bill to $128, so on and so forth. Run the program, and now we've set it and we've got the value from our instance variable cleaning bill, and kind of makes the world a little bit easier. So again, this is the long version of how to set and get values. I'm going to show you in the next tutorial how to actually do it the easy way, or not the easy way, but the more simplified version that Objective-C 2.0 has in place. But it's important that you guys understand how to get and set values within Objective-C, or the programming language. So we will catch you guys in the next tutorial. See you guys later.